Oh boy, this is my final review for the Saw, my final movie review for the Saw marathon, until I have to see Jigsaw, so, yeah. Saw 4, or no, blah, 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 blah. Saw 3D, the final chapter, or Saw 7. It's absolutely my least favorite in the series. I watched it twice, and it didn't get any better the second time I watched it. Now, basically, it opens up with a trap with these two guys, and one of them, they had to fight against each other because, in order to save this girl that both of them have a crush on. And it's public too. They're in like a public street and trapped in this glass cage. And I was all like, what the hell? What? I mean, seriously. And then the rest of the film is basically just what you expected. There's this one guy who says a long time ago I had to do this trap where I had to climb up this chain with these two hooks in my chest. But apparently it didn't really happen. And you do get the guy from the first film who of course had a past, they pretty much it shows his past pretty much and how he got out of the trap, but that's not about him. It's about the guy that says he survived one of the traps and he has to go save his wife, but he also has to save his other friends. But apparently, here's what the movie really falters for me, believe it or not. This is a depressing movie. I mean, really, the ending to this film was awful. Like, really. And pretty much every single time he tries to save one of his friends, he fails at it. Spoilers, by the way. Like, there's this one trap where if a girl screams, she's gonna have these, metal tube-like things in her throat if she keeps on screaming while the guy has to get a key from out of her throat. She could have survived at the last minute if she didn't scream, and, the ending to the movie, yeah, like I said before, here's the thing. It ends with him actually doing the trick where he does, put the hooks through his chest. And he goes through a touchy, emotional moment with how he lied to his wife, and pretty much, and then they're going like, oh, I love you too, and I'm going to get you out of here. And he does do it, but before he's able to plug in those two things, his skin breaks and he falls all the way down and he fails to do it. And he has to see his wife get burned alive. One thing that truly, I think all the deaths are happening so they can show more gore. That's my personal guess. But the ending was really messy. They're just showing a lot of stuff that happened in the last film. And I think they kind of remade the ending to, at the final minute, the ending to the first Saw film. Like, really. Like, I'm actually glad this isn't the final chapter, because the ending just sucked pretty much. That's one of my biggest issues, was the ending. And there's a wasp in here. I will deal with that later. But anyways, for the most part, also, there isn't a whole lot of 3D pop-outs. What was the point of this movie being in 3D? Like, really. The most of the parts that are in 3D are the gore, and it doesn't even work in the 3D perspective. I mean, just really. That's pretty much all that I have to say. The acting is mediocre at best, and the traps weren't really all that creative, in my opinion. But for the most part, it was just a bland, and it's still my least favorite in the series. So, yeah, I'm gonna give Saw 7, Saw 3D, the final chapter, or whatever the hell you want to call it, a 1 out of 5. I don't know why I gave this movie a perfect 5 out of 5 first time I watched it, because I didn't like it that much. I didn't like it that much when I first watched it. I don't know, maybe because I gave the rest of the films 5 out of 5 last time I reviewed them. But yeah, so yeah, that ends off my Saw movie reviews. Stay tuned for Jigsaw, as well as my movie review for Suburbicon. So, hope you guys enjoyed. See you guys later. We're out.